That hole, but a
We're
hole.
about to find out why we're down in this tunnel.
Okay. Archaeologists are excavating the pilgrimage road above our heads. And as they're excavating it, they see there are cracks in the ancient 2,000-year-old road. And at first they thought, well, it's just a pothole. But then they saw every couple of feet there were additional cracks in the pavement, always in the same spot. And they couldn't understand why. So they looked to the writings of the historian Josephus. And Josephus says, in the year 70, the Romans were destroying Jerusalem. And the last 2,000 Jews who were hiding from the Romans, the temple is in flames, they come down and hide down here in the sewer. The Romans find out about it, right? And what do? The Jews are hiding here. The Romans find out about it, and they come with sledgehammers, and they break open the road. And they find 2,000 Jews hiding here. Archaeologists find here whole cooking pots, meaning the Jews were living here for days, weeks, perhaps even for months, until the Romans go in and kill them all. Archaeologists find here a Roman sword and scabbard, presumably one that was used to kill the last 2,000 Jews of Jerusalem in the year 70. Now, oftentimes people wonder, why are Jews called Jews? Jew is a funny word. What does it mean, Jew? In the year 70, the Romans destroyed this country, and the name of the country was Judea. Jews come from Judea. Yehudim come from Yehudah. Here you see a coin minted by the Romans to celebrate the victory over this country. Here's the Roman Emperor Vespasian, and it says on the coin, Judea Capta. Judea has been captured. You go to Rome, you see the Arch of Titus. Titus was the commander of the 10th Roman Legion that destroys Jerusalem. And here you see the temple treasures being carried off into exile. Now in the years 66 to 70, known as the Great Revolt, the Great Jewish Revolt against the Roman occupation of Jerusalem and Judea, the Jews mint their own coins, small bronze coins. And scholars have wondered, why were they minting these coins? The coins at that time had no value. And if you wanted to fight the Romans, why not use the metal to make weapons? So I want to share with you an answer that I heard, which I find to be meaningful. But before I do, I want to share with you one such coin that is 2,000 years old.
Wow.
We have over here, this coin is 2,000 years old. Puta, yeah. One side of the coin has the
That's
year.
a bad word when you're in Mexico.
Right?
Yeah, there's an R there.
There's an R, right? One side of the coin has the year. Year 1, year 2, year 3, or year 4 of the Great Revolt. This is a year 2 coin, 67, 68 CE.
Unbelievable.
On the other side of the coin, in ancient Hebrew script, it says Lecherut Zion, for the freedom of Zion. Zion being another name for Jerusalem. Now, why were they minting these coins? So an answer that I heard, and you can take a look at this, 2,000 years old. An answer that I heard is that the Jews of Jerusalem, 2,000 years ago, knew that Jerusalem was likely going to be destroyed. But they also believed that one day in the future, their descendants would return and find these coins and know what their ancestors both lived and died for a free Jerusalem. Now they thought it would probably take a few years. They couldn't imagine it would be nearly 2,000 years before their descendants would return here to Jerusalem as sovereign. But in 1958, 10 years after the reestablishment of the State of Israel, Israel mints its first national medallion. Now there's something strange about this medallion, because if you look closely, they've reminted the Roman Judea Capta coin, the symbol of shame for Israel. Why would they do that? Except when you turn it over, it no longer says Judea Capta, the Roman legionnaire is no longer there. Instead, you see the Jewish woman standing tall, proudly holding in her arms a newborn child. Beside her is a man working the land, making the desert bloom. This was Israel's response to Rome, 2,000 years in the making. And if you think about those words on the coin for a free Zion, it took a little bit longer than they thought, but that's what we have today. A Jerusalem that's free, where people of all faiths and backgrounds are able to come and connect to this most sacred city.
Incredible.
Wait, this
Incredible
was
story.